For every demon, there are 1,000 angels. For every negative thought, there are 1,000 fantastic ideas. For every wicked act, 1,000 good deeds are done. For every blow struck against the innocent, 1,000 will rise to shield, defend, and wipe the brow of the downtrodden. That is actually who we are. That is who we are. In the midst of the complaints and the lamentations, we are an amazing group of people who will rally round to save the day. I'm going to tell you how we have rallied and saved the day for two amazing children on the show today. Today it's a celebration. It's a success story. Stay for it all. Don't miss a moment. All right, then it's a terrific Thursday morning, and we've got a lot coming your way. First of all, though, let's say a big thank you to Duraplast, where Duraplast goes, water flows, for bringing us the inspirational song this morning. Now, in a moment, I'll bring you Say It Right, but before that, another big thank you to two of our closest partners, Bedrock Insurance, protecting the things you truly value, and Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality. And they're the partners who bring us Arrive Alive every morning. Bedrock is proud to be associated with Joy FM and Joy News' Arrive Alive road safety tips on the Super Morning Show. Now, they want you to arrive alive, Bedrock, and they want you to do business with them because they believe that the purpose of business is to create value for customers. So it is time to experience the Bedrock 3 before 3. This is where claims of up to 3,000 Ghana cedis reported before 3 p.m. are paid the same day. Bedrock Insurance, protecting the things you truly value. Let me tell you a little bit about Toyota Ghana Company Limited. Now, they are offering a special package on every Toyota Yaris that you buy from them. So, for the purchase of every Toyota Yaris 1.3 or 1.5 liter from Toyota Ghana, you get either a mega discount on the price, free fuel or 1 year of free service with manufacturer's warranty of 3 years or 100,000 kilometers, whichever one comes first. The offer is valid while stock lasts. So drive a Toyota made for Ghana from Toyota Ghana and be safe. Visit any of the branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takwa or Takrade to enjoy this deal, or call 0302-910-204. Toyota Ghana Company Limited is proud to be associated with Joy FM and Joy News' Arrive Alive safety tips on the Super Morning Show. Toyota, superior quality. Okay, time now for us to say it right.
Something must be done.
You say either.
And why are you looking so smug?
Because I won.
Won what?
Our bets about drinking bars reopening.
Oh, yes, you did. Didn't you? Darn it.
Yes, I am rich.
Yes, all right, calm down. No need to cachinnate.
Well, you dropped another one, haven't you? Cachinnate.
Yes, cachinnate. 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 It means to laugh loudly and uncontrollably, like a cartoon witch.
Excuse me, like a cartoon witch who just won a bet.
All right. Enjoy your moment for now.
Oh, I will. I'm cachinating all the way to the bank.
Yeah. That's how you say it, right? That's how you cackle.
That's how you cackle.
I see.
All right. So, hello to you too.
Hello.
Wizzo.
I'm welcome, Thank you.
Yeah.
He should be telling you welcome because you entered the studio after he got in, right?
This is the Inimwa ever. Okay, news review is brought to you by Interplus. Wherever you are, they make sure water reaches you, even in space. And First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different. So First Atlantic Bank has introduced a set of mobile banking applications and a USSD shortcode, *442#. Now this is for banking transactions, so you don't have to actually go into the banking hall. So you either download the First Atlantic Ghana mobile app from the Google Play Store or iOS Store, or you can dial *442# for all of your mobile money transactions, instant fund transfers, and you can pay bills and purchase airtime or data with it from Airtel, MTN, Glo, and Vodafone, among many others. So welcome to the Purple Experience on mobile. It is safe, it is secure, it is very simple to use. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different. So, how are you two doing?
We're very well.
Doing fantastic.
Yep, and we're going straight into the headlines.
Let's do it.
Okay, on the front page of the Daily Statesman, President revokes appointment of Takwa Nsoyam MCE. Martin Amadou is qualified. Supreme Court throws out NDC's Ayine over special prosecutor's age, and 2020 population census has been rescheduled.
All right, so let's get to the Chronicle, and of course we'll start with Acts 3:5. And he fixed his attention on them, expecting to receive something from them. Amidou, off the hook, but Dominic Ayine, surprised about the judgment. I'm sure you get the twist now. And he fixed his eyes on them, expecting to receive something from them.
And he didn't.
Yes, he was expecting, but he didn't get it. So that's according to the Chronicle. Law on mandatory retirement must be reviewed, according to Professor Kweku Osari. And sex worker arrested over death of client in Kumasi. I was on the front page. Zoom Lion disinfects 147 SHSs in the Bono Ahafo region. It says, or it says still says BA. Anyway.
Okay, on the back page of the Daily Graphic, 2 bodies support project to reduce plastic waste. Rainstorm destroys farms. And on the front page of the Daily Graphic, man 26 arrested for abusing son who's 3. That story we've been carrying is actually one that Erastus Asari Donko brought to us from Kumasi. Ghanaian Ugandan scientists research into COVID-19 drugs. Amadou eligible as special prosecutor. Supreme Court rules. That's it for the Daily Graphic. Right?
And the New Crusading Guide says NPP will win 2020 polls with or without new voters register. That's according to Peter McMenu, who's the campaign manager. And Dr. Nyakote proposes hibiscus tea for COVID-19. Well, he says that it has a lot of, immune boosters, and so it's very important. Supreme Court dismisses suit against Amidou's appointment.
Okay, on the back page of the Daily Guide, no decision yet on football, and that's the president of the Ghana Football Association talking about whether to continue or truncate the 2019-2020 league season. FA drags FIFA to court over Chelsea ban, and on the front page of the Daily Guide, Supreme Court clears Amadou as Ayariga cries foul, Alote sees Atta Mills, and prostitute kills man after having sex.
Well, so the Ghanaian Times says age eligibility suit Martin Amadou fit for special prosecutor. Supreme Court declares, and 10 perish in 2 separate accidents at Brimstone and Apam Junction. Investigate 533 confirmed COVID-19 cases at Tema Fish Processing Plant. Cameron Dodo urges government, and Mandela's Child Rights International support COVID-19 fight. Backpage, Direct Aid Ghana provides mechanized boreholes for Tamale Central prisons. And the Business Finder says use of Heritage Fund for COVID-19, experts sharply divided. Single window ICOMS is Ghana's best bet. That's according to Ghana Leaks. We're talking about the single window. That's Unipass, which we'll be delving into later on in the show. And you can withdraw part of pension funds. That's according to the National Pensions Regulatory Authority.
Right, let's do the online review real quick. It's brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy. Goyle, amazing company, always caring for you, their customers. And that's why they want to remind you that when you come to their forecourt, you need to cover your mouth with tissue when you cough and then dispose of the tissue immediately. You also need to wash your hands with soap and running water, which has been provided at every single service station. Especially, when you handle money, quickly wash your hands. You can also use alcohol-based sanitizer if you're not in a position to wash your hands. Maintain a minimum distance of 1.5 meters between you and other customers, and of course between you and attendants. So let's all observe these simple protocols together and defeat the COVID-19 virus. If you exhibit any symptoms, please don't head to the hospital immediately. Call the hotline first, okay? 055-2222-004. or 055-2222-005. And that's a special message from Goyle. Let me also tell you what's brewing at Enterprise Insurance, because they care for you. And they want you to keep your motor insurance policy active or get a new motor insurance policy with Enterprise Insurance, because that will give you the following additional benefits in this COVID-19 period. 1, you get a free life insurance cover for COVID-19 cases, free cash benefit for COVID-19 hospitalization cases, and 50% waiver on all motor claim deductibles. Now, the offer is for both individual and corporate customers. It's valid from now until the 16th of July 2020, and this is Enterprise's commitment to you. Remember, at Enterprise Insurance, they care. So stay safe and stay alive. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage. Terms and conditions do apply. Right then, we'll start with myjoyonline.com. British newspapers report a former actor is wanted in Ghana over Airbus bribery scandal. On City Newsroom, they have COVID-19, drinking bars and nightclubs should remain closed. Tourism Ministry clarifies. CNN has a bunch of stories today, including this one. I recommend you check it out. Blacklight video shows the speed of COVID-19 spread. So they've filmed a setting with blacklight, and they're showing how the disease spreads from one person, one object to another. No be small. So that's on CNN International. All right, so that's it. Let's get into some stories.
All right, I'm going to do the COVID around the world really quickly. So Ghana, as of this morning, according to the Ghana Health Service website, we stand at 5,408 cases, 514 recoveries, and 24 deaths. Now, Lebanon has imposed a total shutdown starting yesterday until May 18th. They relaxed their restrictions a little bit, and they've recorded 100 new infections in the past 4 days. And so they've shut down everything. They have 870 confirmed cases nationwide. And so relatively low number there. Okay, let's go to Tanzania. Now, what's happening there is that they've stopped releasing the figures of people who have COVID-19. The last time figures were released was on the 29th of April. As far as they know, 509 cases had been reported so far. 21 people have died. But what's worrying is that social media seems to be painting a different story, because people are posting night burials and having to bury their loved ones almost undercover. So it appears as if the numbers are a lot more. The President Magufuli has been criticized for refusing. He hasn't shut down churches or mosques, and he has said that prayers can vanquish the virus. You remember that that's the country where the pawpaw and the goats was tested, and they've also ordered some of that Madagascar herbal tonic. Okay, so Robert De Niro has also come at Trump for his handling of COVID-19. If you're a De Niro fan, America has 1.3 million viruses. Talking to me. And 83,000 deaths. Also, Brazil not doing well at all. 881 new deaths on Tuesday. Their death toll is pretty high at 12,400 deaths. And finally, all African countries now have confirmed coronavirus cases. Lesotho was holding out. They were the African country that was left, but they have confirmed that they too have 81 cases. So the whole of Africa has been infected, and that's COVID-19 around the world.
But anyway, we're talking about COVID-19 and issues related to it. So yesterday there was a lot of conversation about the Ghana Tourism Authority when they released a statement saying that nightclubs could reopen. I saw not nightclubs, drinking bars. So according to the letter dated 11th May, it says all hotels can operate as normal and host their guests subject to the specific elevated hygiene protocols and social distancing. But point 4, that says drinking bars can operate while observing appropriate social distancing and hygiene protocols. But later in the day, yesterday, we're told of how the Tourism Ministry came up with another release that says...
Okay, so the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Barbara Otinjesi, she signed this one, and it says the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture has taken note of the circular issued by the Ghana Tourism Authority and captioned above. The ministry wishes to clarify the directives as follows. Food chains and restaurants, including hotel restaurants, can operate takeout and delivery services only. Drinking bars remain closed. All nightclubs remain closed. the public is to note that this circular supersedes the one issued by the regulator. And Winston, you were telling us about how the president was quite clear, when he issued his directives in on Sunday's address.
Yes, and the president actually said that I have come into your homes to announce that the ban on public gatherings as set out in EI 64 has been extended also to the end of the month, that is 31st May. So during this period, there will continue to be a ban on public gatherings such as holding of conferences, workshops, parties, nightclubs, drinking sports, beaches, festivals, rallies, and religious activities and sporting events. All educational facilities, private and public, continue to remain closed.
I have a question.
Great, go ahead.
So, all of this was contained in EI 64.
Yes.
Right? EI 64 was supposed to expire last Sunday.
Yes.
Right? The president says that he's going to extend it.
Exactly.
That means a new EI must come out.
No, the same EI. I mean, the president has come out with the EI. So he says, I'm extending EI 64.
Can the president just extend? Does
Yes.
he not have to send he doesn't need parliament to extend an EI?
No, he's extended it.
Wait.
He doesn't need parliament.
How does it work?
Executive instrument. That's why it's termed executive instrument.
So the president needs parliament to declare state of emergency, for
Yes.
example, right? So he says, okay, there's a state of emergency for the next 4 weeks, none of us can leave the country, right? If he then decides to extend it, he doesn't need parliament. He can simply keep extending it for as long as he wants. Is that really how it works?
According to the Constitution, I'll look for the specific provision. The president can declare state of emergency when it becomes very important and then inform parliament.
Yes.
That's stated in there. But when it comes to the executive instruments, the extension, the president comes out and says, I have extended it.
And he doesn't need to extend it by executive instrument.
No, it's the same executive instrument that he says, I've extended it. That's what is allowed, yes.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
But, Kojo, my other point is this. So, based on what was the, chief executive of the Ghana Tourism Authority issuing the statement, because the president was very categorical that these things remain banned. You cannot go and sit at a drinking bar and drink. If you're going to a restaurant or where they sell food, you're only allowed to take the food away or for delivery services. How did he come by that?
I want to be fair to him, Mr. Kwesi Agyemang. First of all, he didn't issue a statement. He was granting an interview. Secondly, it's very likely that this just means that he had a different understanding of the EI from the very beginning. Yeah, it suggests that he probably believed that the EI allows this anyway. Because when you listen to him, it sounds like he was suggesting that, these places remain open. You can stay open, just keep because the lockdown has ended, right? So his thinking is that from the day the lockdown ended, these places were allowed to operate anyway, which means he would believe that for the past 3 weeks or so, these places were allowed to operate anyway. And he was simply advising them to, exercise social distancing. That's how it sounded to me. I'm sure he has his own explanation, which he will offer if asked. But that's how it sounded to me, that he perhaps had not understood the nature of the executive instrument and the restrictions thereof. Just saying. Well,
because if I look at it critically, it says, following the president's address to the nation on Sunday, 10th May, and this is a statement for the Ghana Tourism Authority. The Ghana Tourism Authority, under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, issues the following guidelines for the hospitality industry.
What's the date of that?
11th May, Monday.
So this is oh right. So
yes.
Although it doesn't mean that I'm wrong in my guess of how this came to be. It may well be that all of this happened because he didn't quite understand originally.
It's actually affected a lot of people.
We should just ask him.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Let's not guess why he did it. Let's ask.
You see, the point is that yesterday a lot of people I know who own drinking spots, were sending me messages, that is this true? Is this true? And because I had heard him saying that is the case, I also confirmed that it was true.
Did anyone else here get any messages from drinking spots?
Please. I said people I know who own drinking spots. I didn't say it was a drinking spot. Except that somebody, called me later on and said, "Oh, Penina, you can't say you're revoking, one can't share me." And I said, "That's why will be sad. To say And so I'm sure a lot of drinking spot owners will certainly not be happy with all of this.
Yeah. Well, although I have a feeling that most of them understand why this is happening. All right. Well, in a moment we'll go for the BBC News. In fact, I think we can go now. We're back with more on the Super Morning Show, but BBC is brought to you by Fidelity Bank, Believe with Us, and Shell Club. Get more.
*442# is the new mobile banking formation in